Sky Power Radio and TV Services Studios, West Yorkshire, late Stencil Mount. Welcome all on board our weekly civic education program. Today, Saturday, 7th on the 18th of October 2025 at 17:17 UK time. Assalamu alaikum, badingulu ngalu kontong mobe dawada anibe watu watito kaman Sky Power Radio and TV services kal kontong kal bismillah na programo min kasoto jang lokon ni nyantem benti da civic education program kal badi malo Mustafa jami mimbe siri programo kunna nyantem ben Kati ñu leen di nuyu fii ci Sky Power Radio and TV services by Eco Studios West Yorkshire Leeds Stencil Mount sun bunti programme civic education programme and action harit Mustafa Jaman lekkal leen fii ci rajo bi yo comme dalta kaki ñamen lokum ñu programme ka wuli ñi nekk na pour kana kamul kunindi kamul fahamde kula membe dending sula kula Gambia banko kan bi nga min soto jang alpha ba mi alon ko nga atela ngani ko be wala soto lam fe jang wolam IEC the Independent Electoral Council IEC Independent Electoral Commission ila spokesperson Mr. Pakan atela mo ila spokesperson de being atela soto fe nyintembe nga be studio ko be ben kala follow be pa tentula fam fanke ba jeyla wato minta pour kataram fe jang kadon nyimu kulati mi alon ko banque doko no kumata bake pour kana kamol fahamde kula membe dending carte fayo be lari nyaadi le carte fayo ka ke nyaadi le carte fay bunda lota mun dalil la kan ani wol sifal to ne ajibe wol mu kulati mi alon ko mol be la sula kolom carte la ka fay wala carte la ka bero la ka fay min ka tinna president o si ay namol mara député onyon so bundal min marra wala ngamara wol purena ya fonye kul katama nyaadi le mbe ajela ka fola ka gele dol ba folo ko carte la ka sunya ngolo nyinna ke IEC man tilingi man fe a wosi fal fo bi pour que wol be senende mole aka kenyama nin kul ka kenyamen ila spokesperson min keta pakanti mole so don fe nyin dembe nga studio ko de fo fen kala mba tentula jeyla se abula anen lamerla nin jiberala nyo konton nyo baraje sina dum kacha kun kono Mr. Khan, inimbara imo ken bismillah for the first time. Welcome.
Alimbara Sky Power Media, Radio and TV. Ala baraka bake aling dunde nyame program kono.
Inimbara bake pa kumada. So ndai butung msebule ni mole nyokondo.
Yeah, mbafala be mol be kontonna and then mbafala Mr. Kanye abarka bake ye time momenta pour ininto le tarajang ngakacha coming kumayata bake katumbina election sangoleto samimbe dunna kono and important pour na jubela na lamoy lar fanang ye feng ya ko understand process so nying and alla mandate na la role nying mbafala jubera fa barka bake cbt sometimes mbukana no because kol kasiale and na paneli sol fana mantara jambi aziz sol ngalo binale nyato Suleiman fana ma make no bi bamba ani alaji nyol ando mafale te fana ne Mustafa barka bake because abuka easy ka call coordinate ka make sure ko every Saturday nyim program mo be on topical be na ka call bondi mole nyamoto again barka bake Mr. Khan
Inimbara bake ndey akumata Mr. Khan mim kumara jang kan buka ke problem de jang comfortable kan min na sa fono wala le kan donga kan bele moy jang alal de maro do ngosutole ko yalon kon dawda damen ga kan bele moy woronin kumbo nyama beten tulam beje la fanfanke bare ko ku jannimbe dunna ko non kala fika ko nying marufo lon ka ko long ka ko kotolon Independent Electoral Commission ni wo fa module ndeni nyongol mini bara gu nyur malo muno wot folo ni ko IEC because ko ku jannimbe dunna ko no ala internet connection of fele tata matude because nying ko bina commence la damen but bi mba mol be dani la min wala momo bijang yesula kuso to kula membe dending niko carte fayola wala carte fayo ka kenyameng wala ka fuko ka carte sunya wala ke bi alal demaro to ngamoso ton fe mi alonko aben konoto de ala wala so wo fono ni ay koy anyama ay koy comments and contribution to kala problem di bari mbela fela wato di la mo moy nyinin kar so re concern so kula membe dending carte fay kenya ka kenya Gambia banko kam bi amoso do jam mimba ko endi lañe aya be ko endi nye fer bari pa inimbara once again min kumata ko ku jannin ka dunga ko non kala fika ko marufo lon ndebra gu nyure nyam mam fenga baake man kulon carte fay ko follow niko independent electoral commission IEC ak koto mu minede aning muna mu ala long kang daliloti muna ma to la rolti Mr. Khan.
Yes, abaraka bake Mr. Jame abunya wata bake kadung im program kono jang mi yalon ko Sky Power Media, Sky Power Radio and TV wole program nying bonde follow ka tandi molla ko niya moy IEC Independent Electoral Commission wolem bankola duku bundati mi yalon ko wala marata katri fay kunyala Gambia banko kanja ñindum safo ko loi bunda le ñing do ko bunda ñing londi ikafu me ko constitution 1997 constitution wole sembo di pour ñing banko la ñing do ko dula min samara katre fay kunyala ka londi ka jiko banko la jamala katre fay kunyali atele ba tamandela ikafu me ko IEC ka sutiyandi drong IEC wolem bankola karte fay doku la bunda nyinte
akumara bayri ngalon ne ko atol de marta bankola carte fayol carte la ka fay president wena si carte la fok fay député si maire si bare banku dengolu wala ka carte fay andum atol follow carte fayo jamale entitled ka carte fay Gambia banko kan Mr. Khan.
Yes, ise hakobo chukinyora bundaning amantra senearing bawo kumo be buka futana barika tandi jama molla ko dron niya moy IEC wala
mbala fle na kumo be moy bari mbado ngaji be
maybe Mustafa, would you try? Is that try no? I thought maybe WhatsApp since line on Mantra but whilst Mustafa be call solve can with Mr. Khan internet problem or whatever caring, but it be dia moment wole mo IEC tol mem marata bundala me alonko election o katarajele to leka election o prepare ito leka election o fanan ka be jube ko election o ketale ito leka jube fanan ko carte kesol be kontitale ito leka na fo jamale winter jamale ata so Mr. Khan wole muila spokesperson ti diamu menka diamu ke represent so being a wole nati jambi pura na ku explain because nga moyle ko IEC date to announce le election o be kela wato meng ye wol be fole so lafta na ay mol ma koy woto ka explain molye isaje ka bondi molye nyamo kono kato ngalon ko IEC ku yamale ka fo controversy jamale bije mol ka kumol bele explain so lafta bi Mr. Kanye tarajang ay call explain molye isaje mbe ya long nga fahama nyanta kala nyamen internet o mantara fenkeri mbari ngaje ko Mr. Khan natale koteke so sa jube koteke Mr. Khan yes ikam moyle bang
inke moyle baraka ba
Mr. Khan just go ahead because Mustafa be wala nyinin ka kan jamale nyanta karto file jamale ka karto file because Mustafa ba tra kan ka jube fa be tano la audio natara nyin continue but jamale ka carte file jamale nyanta karto file banko kono.
Yes, wo ñinin karo kumata bake ka fo ay sene ako ni amoy Gambia la carte faylal wala ñinti ko Gambia dingol mi yalon ko sanji tang anin sey ya sutole wala ka tambi wala ñanta luwaye sembo di wala la pour ye carte fay o nyinke bari fang sa lon ko fang loi bunda dol bije maybe man la ka don wo ma fang wala dol fang bije nam istafa sangi tanin sey ye tambala bari loi bunda dol man carte fay sembo di wala bari just ka fo drong ka tandiko ni ba jubela the basic requirements something la finna cool fango min doata beti ulen yinti ko imari ngal kake moti mi yalon ko Gambia di ngol boyti folo to flanjango asabia nyawnya sangitanin se yasugole andum fanango batara ibasiri Gambia banko kanjang den loi sembo dila pour e carte fayoni isa da sabulana ko
abarka wake misaka so misaka mol membe montara Gambia wolte carte faynola foi ifangol nyanta tarala Gambia konole
o fana kumata bake ni amoy out of country voting tubabu kanwala ka atandi ko Gambia dingol mi yalon ko nam carte fay dingol lem e carte fay sembo sudole bawo ye to safele bari e mantara sabatini Gambia banko kanja so wodum mantara loi ko no folo bawo ngaka mu ko fang député bundani ngia jubelo no bari ngamere e manna son ko nyina so ka foko Gambia dingol mi yalon ko iba bantala ikaf mi ko diaspora wol saf ko science thing wol mantara carte fay bundani kono bawo ni fa carte fay da ando iba sirin Gambia bantala wala nyinti ko imari foy murna Gambia jang pour isa carte fay o nyinkeno saf ko wala kinna bibi tan nimba jubela carte fay bundani musa keno wala Gambia do wolti folo anin flanjango muli alon ko ye to safele pour ka carte fay ka pe ko registered voter mulie to sabe pour ka carte fay lalti Gambia banko kanja wol fanan satro nyin kono imari asabe nyawnya sangita nin se ngata ka surole anim fanan ingentale ye to safe carte fay dinkirato mi alon ko aba Gambia jam wo fanan kudo fanan ba sujurin wala minti ko ye to safe carte fay bunda dinkira minto ibita fanan ka carte fayje kafmiye ko IC ni hakilo bakan ikafu ko where you registered is where you vote yeto safe dami iba carte fayla je ka jos kaji ko carte fayo ayta nyama ayta tenkun kono andum fanan ay lankenama mo bema mol mi yalan ko iba carte fay kan wala momi yalan ko ni tiolem carte fay bunda nyinto ikafu ko stakeholders
ya misakan ye ku kiline fo jang iko inyanta safero kelale inyante fan safelale mune woti because iko ni mu Gambia dingoti wolem sartoti fa preta ye etini ye soto o fana mu sartoti le bari ko si fan safe ni si wo explain demanding because amang kanyan dorong passport be bulu amang kanyan dorong ID card be bulu iko isi fan safe
ni ba jubila carte fay to safo nyim fanan luwal la balori kunto ka atande ko imari igentale ye fan samanan carte fay safer bunda nyinto ka be ko registration center wolem dinkral mi yalon ko karambungol lembang wala bantabal lembang mi yalon ko IC wala londe pour momo mi yalon ko Gambia dingole moyti anim fanan sangi tandin sey yo soto den isinano je yeto safe pour yeto ke carte fay kitabo jin kono ikabe ko voter register so ni to bag amani carte fay kitabo jin kono dum den wosa sembo dila pour isa carte fay no carte fay Gambia banko kanjang mimboko president carte fayo mimboko député la carte fayo mimboko councilor la carte fayo wala mayor ni chairman la carte fayo comme ten wakati fay kayto nyi safi ko voters card wolem ila lansinoti ni ba jubela lansino min sa sembo dila pour isa carte fay ning carte fay bundal mu me kono so wodu ngalo fanan loi satol la balare ngo fanan kunna carte fay to sapo kake nyami kabe ko voter registration wo fanan ngaji kiko momo mi yalon ko ilaftale pour que dabula carte fay jin kono folo pour kake carte faylati wala fan pour kalo pour modole carte faye wo fanan be sartol balarine amba IC bundaji ya londi nyamin wala fang nsafu ko bankola loi ya londi nyamin abi ko National Assembly bawo ni ba jubela carte faye kitabul loi laba loring mimbe ko bankola mara kitabu ba kabmi ko constitutional wala follow de new botaje do fanan bi kabmi ko Elections Act election act wala carte fay Kenya la luwani hani say wo fanam ba kono e kabmi ko local government act fanan ni ba jubela wala masa kundari wala carte fay bundani wo fanan la sartul ni ala luwa so safu ko ni luwa sa bol ni be censu nyokan wala ba carte wala ka carte fay Kenya ni wala ka tandi ayinda ka kenyamin jumal la dabije anim fanan jumani juma wala ni suro je pour que carte fay woni pour que koñen tamande Gambia banko kanja
Mr. kan ka fofo da barka o fanana bari sula tamunela pour que fan safe akanya doronte mu Gambia ndingoti doronga na je ngam fan safe o momo sina jele doron ka foko mu Gambia no leti den ye safe isula tamunela pour que taraji kay fan safe je
yo baraka bake Miss Jobate o kumata bake wala sarto nyinti imari sulta minella pour ise to sapeno kake carte faylate loi ya fo nyamin imari nyantale pour ye si sedo ko samana mi yalan ko wala kayti sedol ka tandi ko follow ite mari i wuta Gambia banko kanjan wodum amba wo sede kaytol kono abijele ko follow imari isa wulu kayto samana ka tande ko imari wuluta nyin dinkiraldo ko na gunyurun ko for example imari wuluta gunjurle dabanani ya tande ko imari wuluta gunjur sade konole andum kayto fele min sa wotande wala min ko amba birth certificate then flanjango fanan ikafa miye ko ID card wala bankola kayto nyinti ka tande ko imari mu Gambian oldi then ID card fanan bankola seria kayto nyin iso fanan samano ke fan seria ko ite mu Gambian oldi anum fanan loi sembo dire lele pour ye to safe pour ye ke carte faylate then sabanjango ikap miye ko passport wala tamaran kayto nyinti mi yalan ko isa bondi Gambia jan kata banko ni dunya ko ikap miye ko passport wo fanan isa o bondi no fanan diko nam ite mu Gambian oldi then isa wo fanan ta kaje ko satol nying ya sindile pour ye to safe bari nsa kala mo to ko fanan Gambia mu bankul de mi yalan ko banko aman tafulo nyato babake ikap me ko developing country bawo ko be mantara a temberi so wo karola nsa je ko asake mol mi yalan ko na Gambia do lem bari imang nyasodo pour ka nyin kaytol be soto nyin kayde sabol be walakin hansan loi bunda nyin ay bunda do yele bunda nyin ka tandi ko momo isalan ko Gambia dingole muyti bari imang silo soto pour ka nyin kaydo be soto mimu birth certificate wulu kayto wala ID card bankola kayto ni wala passport hansan loi sa makoro di ka tandi ko sate wala alkalo bawo momo ni wuluda e wulda blalto sate kono sate ba wala sate ring so wo sate wo alfal mul bije ka fa mul ko alkalo wala sefol wol français sembantuya ka tandi ko ite mari wulta janne wo
kana okay
ya sai ngaje ko sol nata sol inimbara nim Mr. Kanne be jambi internet o nak amantaram fe bola bake akatala kana but be IC la sartol le kono and janing sol nal be nyo konto number just wrap up again Mr. Kanye memfo pour ka te fan safe IC la registration auto pour ka carte fayno isula ta passport la ID card ila ba wulu kaitol and then after the other part le explain la ngalo nana ta bokko na explain natra nyimbete bulu isula ta menna sol inimbar
ala baraka Mustafa ni ndey ngal be konto ndey welcome back again my apologies Mustafa earlier message to we have an executive meeting so
yeah thank you
it's it's a necessity to be here because the campaign has to go on all fronts. So Mbimbadi will continue on Buffalo, my apologies, but it was planned to be here a little late, maybe starting for 1:30 before we start our executive meeting at 2 o'clock. But your question I mean labanta men yin kala until after Mr. Khan, I was preparing for kan yin kawala. Yalong kaito la banko la kaito Mustafa Ndei. Banko la kaito la dada manyan na dila momorundina. This question, the last one, Abinyame answer. I don't know what the context or the background was for the National Assembly to give approval for the chiefs and the alcalos to give us credentials. But Mr. Khan Bula, I have answer complete. Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Khan, okay, ba summarize kan ne mole doron whilst ibe login na ga ko nying internet ro mang easy. Ikam moile. Oh, there is delay as well. Mr. Khan buke moy.
Ha, kumo mas aman senya ba ki wanya manak.
Yeah, yalong it kuntuta damen wole muko ni manyin ka ID card ol be soto ni manyin documents ol be soto next even stop the jail ha.
Yeah, okay, maybe insa continue no rek.
Yes, yes.
Diamu bundani mantra regle limbake.
Yes. Oi. Mustafa, do you think that you will want to get him on audio instead for the internet to see a video to see if that will help in the internet connectivity?
Okay, let me try that no and then see if
whilst that is happening. Maybe Saul was saying something. Maybe
again.
Saul can continue whilst we try to get this connection. Well, these are some of the challenges. We want everybody to get this information, but internet is difficult. Mr. Khan is back. Mr. Khan, yeah, is that continue? No.
Yeah. Yeah, lani man betia wanyama. So just ka continue katandi ko hand sign natara no nyim bunda sabol be imari ma soto. Then ye bunda do fana yele pour safol ni alkalol fana isamol sedeya ikatmi ko attestation katandi ko ha nyim mari Gambia di wala awulda janne. So wakato fana ikatmi ko attestation iso fana tano pour yeta ise to safeno pour ka carte pa. Nsafu ko nyim bunda nanol wala ba loring pour que mo sembentuya pour que to safe yeke carte falati Gambia banko kanjam ikafmi ko angale kankola registered voter wo bundal balari wala nyama.
Abarka Mr. Khan Janing Suleiman Solbina just ka summarize molye isulata ID kato isulata birth certificate wole mulu kaitoti isulata passport la bari nima wosoto isitano alkalo ya me alonko abe attestation o dila ninko attestation wole alkalo le ba fola ko ka confirm ko itemu banku di ngoleti ka o kaitol dila ini wol sitano Sol ngame be fenke be you have something ibe men fenke la in that janing be move la.
Yeah, Baraka, Mr. Khan nge kontong. Thank you for coming. Yeah.
Mustafa, do you imamira audio would be better?
That's what I'm trying to Franco, but the moment I'm trying to call him, I don't know. But let me see. Let me do that once.
Let's see again. These are technical challenges. Because I mean, Suleiman, Saul, this is the situation we've been in. We've been in this situation in terms of the internet, but of course, as usual, these are the problems that even our institutions are struggling to get stable internet to be able to communicate their messages to people, because this is a platform, both Gambia and people living outside as well. But it's so difficult to even send a message, the internet connectivity. Yes, Mr. Khan is back. We are having problems, and just for the viewers, I see people commenting, but please, we're having technical issues due to internet stability, and Mr. Khan is going on and off. But Mustafa is on the ground trying to solve this problem. Mustafa be dumale aba jubela be call solve nyame internet mo problem of stability angala alfa nandal tawlele ninga mol soto jang official from Gambia wati nka internet jama internet ko ke problem also. So albe munyala molye demanding nga try fo nga call solve no as usual. Mr. Kan abarkay kam moyle.
Yeah, nke moyle baraka.
Yes. As Sol, Mr. Kan now is hearing us while Mustafa is solving, trying to get a backup.
Yeah, Mr. Khan, again, Baraka, thank you for coming to represent the IEC on behalf of the Gambian people. Pour kadiamu molie, Allah doko momenti, al kamenke, the requirements for citizens to qualify to participate in the dispensation of our election. We in kontan bakele. Ngamoile diamta iko. People have to have documentation. First is a birth certificate. That is the first credential, because ni mo wuluta wrong. The first thing you have to do is credential the person kafoko. Nina ma bamati, nina ma famati. Onin dino ni lual le fang tamata nyoka. Because e harma dingoje inaman ke fenti. Fomol yala ibota damun, ibota kabilo ment, ibota damundo. And jumala mi ila biological parents ti. Onyanta lonale. Not that aka happen all the time, because there are instances me along could dinwing maybe more buka farm along, but I bow more colony because didn't about Amalia. New Bataje, you talked about the passport. Yalom passport, ibuka apply no for a footer at a certain level. Well, meaning to go, Niwulula my passport, and you want to travel, then you got passport on. It's not among Kaito de Mealonco, it's required for harmoning Bay sort of Gambia. Nimari la tamo ya sindi woto. Is there a passport apply? Onila wulula o ibadi munyanta tamala. Or some emergency, then you need the passport. Then you apply. The next thing is ID card or the second most important, because near birth certificate, so the ID card is the requirement for you to identify yourself. Yalom birth certificate or ulukaito money grad labit. When I filter, the process of getting it is a little bit difficult. So hani jang Europe jang dol buka ulukaito na bugrad labit. Nibita fen apply the is critical, then the government requires you to bring a birth certificate, but mostly ila identification card. So the identification card between those two extremes is the most important. Ning birth certificate or dabotaje. But not question moment wala to go Mr. Ka. Yes, ngamo ile ko Gambia development man futa dulato to nyalom, because duladul be jeli me alongo. It's very difficult pour mole boje etama to go to a government agency pour que la kaitol soro. But the minimum that should happen in exchange for these chiefs and alcalos attestation. Luckily, ya fonye munem background me atina ye okay, because you will have the answer for that. You answered that a little bit. Bandela question moment wala mindigo. Ni hadama dungu wuluta, ni mo wuluta. At a minimum, amari nyantale hanatara nka ni local wulu ke go bal muso we used to have midwives men ka mod wulu. Ani alfa many alonko muso lemi ka wulu ka wulu ke. I think at the minimum what should be required in the instant ni keta, there is no medical doctor or a physician or expert me alonko ateka but aka wulu examine or ka process or oversee. Then that family is required to go to get a birth certificate. Nindino wuluta. Ngamira dal wole bentola problemo solve dina kafoko ibida alkalo ya for attestation. Ndema we should question the chiefs and alcalos attestation, although I have questions in the Suleiman Baji. But ndeka for wole nyintiko to avoid any ambiguity. Ngamira mol many alonko mansakundae plus or dealer with the responsibility of credentialed citizens. Wala nyanta responsible la wala dina kata ka di alkalo la o sefo pour wole attestation. Okay, these are political environments. So laftale I explain mole dalilo me atina besides yemen for kafugudla rol beje aka koliale pour moye boje kata dularo ka kaito so government la nyanta nyim provide la. But tell us what is the background and the context of dalilo me atina mansukunda okay.
Yes, abaraka bake Suleiman wo nininkaro kumata bake bari just me and jakal je rek man la ko ni sa diamuno masakunda toyala follow because man tra masakunda ko den flanjango man la ko ndol ka luwada da IEC IEC loi min da fa pareta banko la loi da bundani ikame ko National Assembly député bungo wala ka loi dua dada ya landi den IEC ka tama loi bundal so wo fanan malla ko ngasembo so pour ka diamu banko la loi bunda Kenya to loi da bunda ki parliament National Assembly to yala bari just ka tandi ko rek bawo ngamira ku senelem loi ya fule ko nin samanan wala yin samanan wala ni mawso yin samanan so ngamira wumu ku senelnati so sai natara ndo ngamira mo le sota soto woto ngamira loi mulia dada nga wolje ngatan le ko nyilla ba kerinde bari aliamen ta kala nyaado nyama ba ndira wulem nakumudi.
Okay, Abarakande, can I follow up with a question? Okay, Mr. Ka, thank you very much. Ngajele yemen for wamutonyality. Because the IEC's role, but you cannot absolve yourself from being a government entity. You are a government entity, number one. But ngalo ni cool ka Kenya mendrom because you don't want to get into the semantics of Kavoko. IEC is a different agency, but it's part of the government. But a dalilo me atnantebo question or ask la wala myndiko. Birin National Assembly be loi dala. I wulitala duro ya dada bang foya jele ko problemo le bal laje in terms of registration of people, such that to make it easy for every citizen because mobile right them pour ka register to vote. So did the IEC have these problems pop up? May atina alia question a concern raised with the executive and the National Assembly. For the National Assembly le wulta duro ya decide ka foko ndola mol men na banko na mafola. They're having problems with registration because of XYZ.
Okay, unfortunately, he's gone. So I'm trying to ring him on audio. You can bear with me.
It's the NIA that's messing up with your system, Mustafa. Yeah. Usman so katara jele ka programo jibe. This is across the board. Neither more interviewer from a government agency at any given time, they interrupt the internet. They know how to do it. They can do that. They can reduce the person's strength of the Wi-Fi, or they can increase it. That's my suspicion. I don't know for sure. But you cannot have a country where the minimum requirement of having internet services becomes so messed up that anytime even more interviewer Gambia at any given time, you have to go through these problems. We had that with the PRO the last time. Nimbo Sol Bela for the people by the people, it happens. Nimbo be more interview. I mean, how can you have a country run under these circumstances?
Yes, that is why that is why the demonstration on Pura was very necessary, because this internet thing has to be resolved, because people need to get this information. Like even the person in Basse, they should be able to access this. People have their WhatsApp, their audios, they go on social media. This information needs to be there. Important information needs to be there. I saw I saw Mr. Khan back. Yeah, maybe are you hearing us?
Okay.
Yeah, you see
yeah.
Khan's hearing us, or is struggling with the internet again?
You can see him holding the phone. That is me ringing, to pick it, through the thing. But let me try him.
You want to try him to get him on WhatsApp?
Down
that
and
would
then
be
have it,
easier.
put the picture up and then use the audio track that, just bear with me, guys. I'm so sorry about this.
Okay, whilst you're doing
this
that,
internet thing is sometimes it's a bit frustrating.
It is. It's a big problem because, so as we see the importance of technology, the importance of internet access, and the important while Gala was demonstrating on this Pura issue and they went to jail. So it tells how serious and how difficult information is. If our people in Basse or in Nyamina Kudang cannot have access to basic information like this, what do you need to vote? Why you should vote? What is the where are the centers? Because we need to get all these things from the spokesperson to tell us, because they've announced the date. Malong, we don't know if everybody has it. So we need to know the dates. Where do you do it? What is the timeline? What do you need to bring? Because documents he's asking, which we were discussing about having, if you don't have all these documents, you need the alcalo attestation, nimu processuality. So you need access to that. So this information is very vital for our people. I see that Mr. Khan is back. Are you hearing us?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, very well.
Yes, Mr. Khan, yes. Saul, I think you were doing a follow-up on your question, or Mr. Khan?
Yes.
I did a follow-up. I think Mr. Khan must have. Mr. Khan, you know, question or understand. If we have to correct.
No, I understand.
Thank you.
Bao ngamira iko munakina nga kewo nyama. Munakina arrestation CDR kaito nyin daba ko nyin kono ngamira wala bela jinin karoti.
Yes, but is it that National Assembly more Lesita, because it's a government agency, it's the third branch or the second branch, or one of the branches, 3 branches. Yeah, decide like afoko ndola tundol tombe damen na mol kanyin ko le complain. Kafoko ni lafta voters card la kanyin problem all soto. So in order to mitigate that difficulty, because mo jamal bedlar me alon kaka jamfale purkana ka kaito soto, in kaito sabol soto waranto kaito dol soto, that we need to put in another substitute, which is a third option. Kajibe fonsi na mol makoi no ifana ye kaito soto, because it's their right to participate. Or is it that the IEC in the process of registration nal be mol la process of topoto kam puri register ka vote? Is it that until like our problem also with people getting frustrated kafoko ndara le pur kana kaito voting kaito soto, but I see in kanyina la ndema kaito sabol dodo soto nuntem Gambian. So I want to know if the problem came from you, because lua kadada dalilo men kama, there has to be a context. Lua buka wuli no drong ya dada wanyama bita kafoka botan santolengala lua kadada le pur Gambiano loko membe sembento yala. So I want to know if this came from you as a concern of some of the difficulties you experienced trying to register citizens who should be registered, or National Assembly implement it.
Yes, just ka fudrong ay senior ka tandi ko nying attestation ko nying wala msede kaiti ko nying mangi kukura ti Gambia. Bao ngalon ko bringing constitutional lota 1997 wolwa nying abichele. So kukutante at all. So katandi ko ngamira molle deputy sindi National Assembly members molle sindi pour yela ko nyin jube. So ngaji kiko bawo itolla ka loi bunda nyin dada loi nyin betol la bul. So ya jeko moldung bawo asake santol to wala dado ni yalon ko loptan bundal tije wala masakundala do kudlal tije anding fanan silol fanan na kolya kama asa kolya molsa wuli yetaye kaito soto bawo kaito soto nyantolem momo mi yana ko banko dingol mi wuluta ila nyantolem pour ye register ila nyantolem pour ye wulu kaito soto ila nyantolem fanan ni keta Gambian oti pour ka ID card soto anyong passport wo kol be larin ne wo manke ku kutati Gambia banku kanja. So bawo ndaf kuma jama foleno National Assembly la do kodo wala Ministry of Health la do kodo nde na kumo sadanno dame wolem IEC la Kenya to nyin do ko nyin kono karte fe bunda do ko kono ka tandi ko loi mi yalan ko National Assembly ye wala lande ko ni ke to safe pour register kaydi kilin samanan wala kaydi do saman wala do saman wala do saman ni ma osoto yetaye do nyini. So ngamera wo kulti mi yalan ko nakumo sadanno ma fangol to min tambita woto asake ngabula modola dinkira kono mi yalan ko mantara ndolla justice ko.
Mr. Kan just follow up Sol la diamoto, because Mr. Kan ngalon ko ila do kote, because parliament le kanyin dada maybe Minister of Health fana nyantanala, but in defana lafta mem follow up la janja nimbita date Sol to wole muko nying attestation o big ay diamu jamale nati ay disagreement jamale nati mbuka ko faham aka kenyamen diamu jamal nata jele suspicionol nata jele mol ya jele ko mol manke gambe dingol tim mol wo diamol be kete jele e ka nying attestation so because alkalol man wo ibuka mol be long andu ngalon gambe be nyame isa ko ha nyimu gambe dingolati ya ça fait without fenti je menka alkalo ma koy pour ka woke ngalon ko nyi loi be no nyame taje bari IAC fodi IAC fana ma try ka foko ka parliament fo manke IAC la dokote ka fo parliament ko ali janjube katu nyo so le bijang kambe ngomang tarajang problème wala ka tarajang alte janjube la banga jube fomba ngabondi wala fomba soron na nyame katu ga example klineji no way jang tol mang ID card sotonom no way tol 11 number soli ka wala soto ila 11 number ka kramle wala ya safe nga wala soto no jang so bankol mo jaman ka bankol la bankado natalo ka taraje nu ndol ka wala ta ka ke ID card so nimbita dawda ne nyini ka ID card kana bankado le ton natalo bi jen ka wala use polisol nata Norwegian polisol iko bankol nyanta kudo le kala nying ID card to because nga problem so ika problem also to le because kuja management nyanta taralaje abuka tara nyim bankado bankol ko e kon to la ko te nyinti ndo la bankado to ngade pour que mol identify alto la doko alto le nyanta ID card ko kala ndo te fenkela nying kono même bentol bulumbe wala kala wala nata sababu man sakunda nata polisol ko man sakunda wel ID card tada because bankol molke bankol la kado tale then iko bankol ko alien natalol bondi bankadol to so that mota use la as identity wala keta ID card la sababo no way it's about 2-3 years ago ID card la sababo to no way but into mo so no so nka fole ko is it possible for IAC sa fono ko jandal ñin dinkira ayentol batandile na doko wala amatol la doko batandi katun tol ngaje le kon tol ayentol batandile bari fo IAC manije ko janjatol batandile al sifem fono MP ñol ka sojes ma fa la bondi bari ka sojes ko al te ñing ka kusamba parliament al te ñin jube la bang al nga jube mba kala ñame mba falina
yes abaraka bake fulo just ka emphasize ko IAC manke loi bunda dinkirati ya bari farang hani fang IAC faransa ko wadi dol aka chocho warandile ha bawo IAC fang min diate wala min diko Gambia no Gambian ni ka register ka ke carte felati ye ID card samana bari konten ID card suro la Kenya la kolia wala katina ngalo ngaji ko wala tina loi bunda daradu bunda parliament député bungoni ye option fula sama funane bondena ka jeko ni man yusurono isa wodo surono ni man wodo surono isa wodo surono just ka tandiko ka jeko there is more increased access in the process ka jeko ka more tembentu ya puri dasa terano carte fay bunda nyin kono bawo fangsa fuko during 2019 sanji woro komanto ICA kacha soto ikabmi ko stakeholder consultation ka jube kate fay kunyaning mba kala nyaadile pura ay gena timma bawo isafu ko akatamale is a process so over on 2019 ICA nitiol command ikabmi ko stakeholders kebe kacha nyoya katandi ko mundi mulla sa jarano pour ye tara ning kate fay register atu nin to sa fawnin kono bari o faransa fuko biringo murmuro be kata dol sonta ko ha attestation ay bo bari dol fanan ko hani ata bolano so wolem ko nyinti wolem akolya ko nyim fawode bawon sa fuko people were divided since 2019 kaje ko some were pro the attestation and some were against attestation. But it's signed in 2019 for sign sali gamal himself fana mo be kamal samara dina but maybe so sign ko national assembly when the ko député bu wala sembo sudo ko ta ko ay taraje wala kana taraje bari sa ko biringo tumo minna ika kuye ko electoral reform process kaje ko katre fay kunyani ma kila nyamin ne pra gena bambang reform process ko kuma in 2019 so andu atara le fonni nan 2025 nami la fang amamme la bilo nyin ko ya pass in parliament so comme ten kule miyalan ko amita tamalale amita fulale bari nyawonya mol man kamben sotonoje ko bakela nyaade so ngamira wolem ko la ko ni about in 2019 to 2025 jela bilo nyin pasta electoral bill so wo faran kono safu ko ni katle fa to safi kunyal nyin bigele so kule miyalan ko ametale bari dol sonta dol man son so ngaji kiko masakunda aton ning parliament ning député bungo ning ya wala jube den hansay attestation ko ning ya bula katre fay kunya ning kon
Can I add, if you have a follow-up question, go ahead. But I have a question.
Just a follow-up, just to clarify for the people. So,
Okay.
Mr. Kanbe Memfo kan wole muko IACA menno ayokele stakeholder meeting o wole muko molmen bebe nyin kono ibe si ye kol jube andu nyi diamo natale pour attestation o nyin bari molman kambenno so again atutan to lebulu to push ka jube mbe nyin ko kela nyame saje parliament nga make so ko parliament ye nyin ko fa ka bondije so generally alto le simfa tale ni discussion o di amona tale al di amotal kachata bari molman kambengo mankeno sol back to you.
Thank you very much, Ndey. Mr. Khan, ye main footing, 11 main footing, very important back because Allah Doku as an IEC electoral commission, you are probably the most critical stakeholders in the whole entire process of our democracy dispensation. Niajembo for la mafoko mbe dundila masakunda kodo because saying wole monyante careful because you have to show some level of independence. In that process of Allah level of independence, albala, albemena, come yemen foten. Ako ayen kontan bagele kafoko, you have seen a little bit of a glitch of a problem and you brought it up. And then there was a debate. Others, Modolko, yes, it's a problem. The others say, let's leave it the way it is and not change it. So that's good. But the world is a global place now. Mol betama kaneka bo banko dolto kata dola dolto. Ndolbe America janne. I'm just going to give you a context. Pour you understand menkake. Me atina Allah credibility and your independence and the credibility of our democracy or the election would be put in question. Nimma hajulo to court. Mafaka bekela but be put in question. Birintana jang in 93 America jang. The process was very easy. Ni futata nimbanko kono jandrong. Inata whether you asali letu or anything kolbe soniaring itara yela social security card apply because weleka is its unique number weleka na si do ko sotono ni tata je hani mon lela ko do ka folo ko istano le another card soto membe allow le employment ke so you have the authorization mo jamal benun jam men yalon ko inata frada ye social security card dila imay hani nyini ka fa itara do ko nyini because wato America e wala nyini ka ko tata meta don ya falling ni futata jandong hanni be qualify like a social security card also ni nata da nyado nyama ika kejele ko unauthorized for employment for marieta through the social security department to go and apply for something membe credential pour ye nora card dealer employment authorization card me alko immigration ba dealer pour cita do ko nyen then they started putting more and more layers for me be mentor so come même for wolem nyintiko na banko Mr. Khan ni muntol be membe jantela Mustafa ni Aziz anindei nintol found kombe question sotola you should be the one ndaka memfo bayri mari be sirim positionnement is very critical inyantele yala gafuko electional aside presidential election anything ntela banko nyantele nga protect pour ka make sure mo mono ni nata nyim banko kono jang men ka ke alla banko do ni banko dolto ke protecting the integrity of our country wala nyanta kala overarching importance ti kafuko jandi mobe kaito sotola foeta through some process So na point mo wala mdiwan there's a credibility me alonko, we should protect it to make sure that our democracy is not questioned, because question better legit, but if you have strong, firm ground, you can always protect and defend what your decision was. But not katale, knowledge in questionable race, others say this, but there are no parameters to protect that. Kafoko modo si bono bankoto. Nimeme mfalobele nituko. Ndebusura mama kuruta mama ya dame. Mol batanan Casamance le inata ye imam fen sori ko senedula felente mbadunga nyi piece of land dealer ye seno keje. So Amari nata amanke citizenity, he came from Casamance because of changes in the economy. I progress soto jeng nga plaso diala Amari beje alkalo sita nalo nga be muta kome be mu cleanet, but he is not a citizen of that country. All of a sudden the alkalo says, because this person is part of our community, I'm going to attest na dingo soto kafoko mbadu ngafoko adiwo nyanta qualify. But what are the parameters of purmome alon ka bulut anata Gambiale a wuluta je na bama na fama menke Gambianot? Should that person be able to have the credentials to participate in our election? Ngala question of multi. It's not a question, but it's a comment. Nga hachulo tuoro kafoko. Ndebe America jenne bon kafon dingole ko al wuluta je but Gambia len tela bankoti. I should protect my country. This is the importance of Kafoko ni marinati because social program on menka sort of banko kono. Ni mol kanaje many alonko man qualify kasoro. What they do is they deprive the other regular citizens of menyanta sorola. Yede na rede man kaito soro. Yede at a stage ye kaito dealer. Itara lapitan. Itara social security service ni other benefits solta ka enjoy. And itala banko de bota yama isitano jele fana ya enjoy. Is that fair for the citizens of the country? So that's my comment. I want to put more hachulo to Kafoko. We should protect our integrity and our country, not just for elections, but for the entire nation. You have to go through the process. Attestation is a problem. As a problem of create no banko konole. Ka make sure ne koni electional sita mel man ken to la banko multi be participate la in our election, and that's a dangerous thing. Nintara for lose nga most of the mealon ka be lola ka for ndebe kel president atra Mari didn't go through the process of being a regular right citizen mealon ka through the process when aki mo la banko la president ni wakeda men keda no Egypt faro la time wala be kelanto la banko kono do mala fi wala laftale moli ta through the process ni men qualified through the system ye kaito zero. It is a window. Member problem will create na banko kono 30-40 years to come. Nintendo ni mol me betara. So nyanda nga hachulo tuwa wala ndela comment.
Baraba ke so okay.
Yeah, Aziz now.
Can I jump in?
Okay,
Yeah, Aziz.
Yes, ala baraka baki. Mr. Kan be tentulambe jaila fana ila watu me yata kanajang. Be la moelal be hakedani la interdata. Actually interdata le fola bangon ko amanjari ngana mbatu ngali la moy online. Bari Mr. Kanla respond I amended with regards to attestation wale yatin duntana. Ndeye wo kumu nyinen kale Mr. Kanya jabi bari hanin binte lafta sene yandi rola bari question fula lebe mbulu follow wole munyinti ko for conditional beje anin guideline pour alkalo se attestation o di ni wo conditional beje wata the conditions wo mu first question let bari the second question is nying attestation for IEC ye kolea ku jejele in terms of transparency and integrity of our electoral process. Nintare ya jeje mune mkolea kuochi. Aning ye proposal menke to parliament for ye wole highlight ko nyinde is having some problem with the integrity of the entire process. For nous, itola presentation or submission to parliament is something else. But after menna wolemu for IEC follow ya recognize ko kole ya kule me ba recognize that that's fine. But in intere ya recognize, let them tell us munem kole ya quoti can face in terms of attestation. Mr. Kanika Mwele.
Yes, Mwele.
Nteda nyine fenketa just na kul samba parliament le ku jamal na wole fenkeje attestation be wo kono. It's one thing, but mune be wo attestation o kono. Because ikonye ko ya fo janne ko atul bukaluwa dada adu nyimeta janne. Which to me is problematic. Because nin ameta jang atul natalia albe continue ta kan. But it seems as you are comfortable with it. Otherwise, ameta janyanya, if it is bringing a disrepute and kind of bringing the credibility of the IEC into question, I think it's high time for ya highlight. So I wanted to know what are the challenges. If you believe ko alka challenges, what are those challenges? I mean, were those challenges the ones that you took to the parliament for amendment?
Yes, maybe if I only repeat what I've already said, Mr. Bojan, just start and go for nataron de ngamin for no for nga saying kanto, but ngamin for ku senemalem. Ko follow I see bukalwa dada ngamira mubi ba sonna wala.
Ha wala nam koy parliament.
Laba lari nyaming nga katale ka tamandi wonya. So Nicolia ko so dadaji mol mulyalan ko wala affect mulle mu carte faylalti Gambia dingol stakeholder sol mulle ni tiyo so carte fay wala ka inira député bundañen kay kacandi.
Mr. Kanim so man la fiye tambi jela because yemen voting is one side, but the one menuka implement if an responsibility so to highlight the challenges that they have in implementing that. So just because Atul Mukadwadada doesn't mean that you cannot propose or highlight the challenges, because parliamentarians are not the subject matter experts in elections. Who are the subject matter experts? It's IEC. They're the ones that should advise the parliament on some of the challenges and even make recommendations. So I don't want you to focus on Bukalwadada or lonely. But in Wadadala manke subject matter experts.
Exactly.
Mr.
Bojan, police officer, right?
But not example dealer. When we are bringing in a law, it's normally a parliament. It's normally judiciary who will advise because they are the subject matter experts. When you're talking about education, a bill on education, you need teachers to make a recommendation, even though they don't make that law. So, Malafi, you focus on Ntolbukalwada, I know that. But I told you, and propose. That is so simple.
Aziz, nga reduce again.
So,
Mr. Khan, pato yenyi kole akojele aning fekol. Attestation of
Kolia ko minga menjeje nga longo a chocho siatale. There is a lot of controversy around attestation ngolonde and Gambia mo be olonde. So I wonder wakola mbona follow.
Okay. In terms of the integrity of the process and AEC.
No, Mr. Jame, I think I have to control this platform because it's very close.
Okay.
If not, I can decline to comment. Definitely, I think it's very unfair.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
It's only respectful.
Yes, go on.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Okay. So flanjango ngabela ko ngabela nga kol minfo mbawla saying kan. So ngabela this will be my last comment on this issue. Nyirab kala na jabir labango di nyin kodo. Bawo kule mi ala seniyata. One, I see buko luwada da. Number two, flanjango mol be ya londe kolya ko mimba artisono kola. Andu ngafule ko janga seniyata in 2019. For something la belonging ya pass, hansa ya BJ. Say who is IEC or who am I? Can I kafoko among correct or among the Kekonyam? Now we have bear responsibility them as Gambians, Cuba caring, Malafala, we engage our parliament, we engage the National Assembly, yeah, review. But I think it's very unfair to put IEC on the spot that is you. Munaki. No, it's very unfair. Now, in fact, I'm not made from a below pastor. So where are you? Where are the people? Mulialonko, will they will vote in? Put a law in Tara. So never see a janka IC Nininka Kumola. I think it will be very unfair.
Okay, Mr. Khan. Okay, thank you.
I just want to do a quick follow-up. Yeah,
okay.
Mr. Khan, I understand ko you made it, yeah, make clear ko I see la doko tenyenti ibuka luada da. But in again, tol fanang as this lem for solve tol fanang be insist ko IAC can take some responsibility here. Wole muko fanal dal tamennale institutional sometimes if fanal ka cool tale ko ndol de lafta ali janjube ka tu problem wole be jang. Nka problem so to jang nka kolera so to jang lafta dol MP albe ko jubela al nyanta jan jubela wole yatina nyo sabo keta ndia moto just to make it clear ko okay IAC fana ye responsibility ndin soto jele ngalo ngal buka luada da ngalo tul fana na responsibility and wala na is important pour we clear jang ngalo ko say tul fana nyanta ta nin ko tala with deputy ol be deputy ol natilale jang to have this conversation because be dunkan election ole kono but just kaitande as an institution ndol data meant institutional take up so this responsibility ko alben na do ko kolayandi kanne ndol IAC alben to la credibility affect kanne alba kala ko ndol betara la problem ko no so ali ma ko ali janjube bang so nothing will just start la jedal but then Mustafa, I don't know what you are coming in. I don't know for
lafta min fola actually in the lafta min summarize la wolo nyindiko yalon doku kolaya ko buka baye and then beti lola you know fanna min foten wolon attestation oti ifanga ya fo alla diamo kono loko kolaya ko alko so attestation ola fanna la bare attestation ola fanna kolaya ko min alke so to je ni so dol outline nonye anim fana biring ali wo kolaya ko so to katum bitilo nin ku keta sukono ite mo sutieti ku keta je monate femfo ku keta falinyande kala kule mi alon amu kolaya ko le na sukono mi bi dala brikama ere kansolo so me akatandi lako hey ndolla ma fon la nyin non kolaya ko tije so aldo karinyol le martala nin karinyol par say fo ali nyin kolaya ko jiben dol fanam fe comme IEC bayri fe o fen aba fola kuti mi alon ko abina tokia fe la IEC Mr. Khan ite sonnola ndefa on sonnola fewo feng abakela pour que chodiro ke atolla wato wati mamere ibe sonnola amanke kunyimade so fengo mol minni katinna mol minni kuma batinna ba pulo chodi la tolla malum fo alea flag of le banka flag wulende ka fo minni matala ka fo ko nyim fanna mamela alea jibem fe ban nka kolea ko so nyim fanna la fo alkaso dola ni alkaso do munom nyim fanna do Mr. Khan.
Yes, ngamera just ka repeat and repeat and repeat them. Ka saying kan. Because ngamera ngani jabile adequately for unless nakuma kan wal albuka moiji. Ka foko bring 2019 IEC do latale. Muna min do lati stakeholder consultation. Ka je ko nitiol be ke kachandi ko attestation ngalon le ko liya ko bijele wala minti ko a chocho ka wara bakele. Bao is very controversial. Attestation la bunda safu ko womu kulti mi yalan ko IC barande do ko nyin kolole. So wala kene bin 2019 nin consultation o keta kachani keta akola. Bari ngo kachani faron kono nga mo jamal kumandi political party ol bije. Local authorities bije, media bije, CSOs bije. Mo jamal beda bije. Bari ya jeko bringol be commandita dol sonta ko ko la kolem de bari ndol la satel ni assessor gen da carte sudalano dol yaaje ko ndol dani ndol yani loptano wala immigration a jamfatale so wuli la kolya kol be tande so wala kinna nsafa ko dol sonta dol manson it became a divided opinion so say in 2025 kasi jam kafu ko tintende. So this will be my last
comment. That's fine. I understand. Coming,
yes, I'm just repeating. I'm just
okay. That's fine. Okay, that's understandable.
Unnecessarily. Absolutely.
That's fine. You mean for nga family nga understand, you know, to be fair. So akamul nelako komi ite afonya me malom for nga understand ne banko muto ko tata bidding asita pur mole ya ko kachani nitiol akamul ne nitio be ike fankum ne gibeje ite kongo ming muitala interest di wolbe wala jibeje wala na kambe ngo manke ala kola moti je miya bankola ko jibeje because ne jibe dol ka foko itol mu nyine dol ta mu nyine mo bukan national interest jibe ko kono so na cross road wala ntela observation da munda ni tiol mini benara kachala wala yaje wala nyamo wala na kangama benno ko nyinto but that's fine.
Mustafa.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm going to give Mr. Khan credit. Mr. Khan, I'm sure Aziz wanted you to repeat Purmolsa understand. Numalafi Yamirako may put Kani in a box. Again, it's a matter of protecting the institution for which you represent. When institutional credibility shouldn't make a problem, but I have to give you credit. I didn't question or answer it very succinctly. I meant for William Yintiko. At some point in 2019, they brought up this issue. And the debate went on where others say it's a problem, the others say it's not a problem. And then they passed the law, which is of recent, Kafogo, attestational approval. And by default, the IEC has to go based on what the law says.
Yeah.
Now, notwithstanding, near problems they should be able to continue to advocate for these problems. Yeah, document found, Kafogo. Although we are going with this law, but it becomes a problem to this day. And we now have to take it to the National Assembly. Look, we have to protect institutions. We cannot have an IEC that is put in a box to question their credibility because and once that person brings that attestation, Mr. Khan, correct me if I'm wrong, the IEC has to implement or accept that attestation to give him the credentials. So now, Natalie Okedor, it brings you guys into dispute, but you can absolve yourself. We are obligated to give that person a voter card, right?
Very well.
I want. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I think we take that in Mandinka quickly. That when this attestation or soto, IEC mankunoje iba acceptable katu lualem na député wole lual pass lual bije député li alondi je hani kachamen keta in 2019 say hani bi kambengo mankeno ko nga attestation o bondi gam banku dingol ka kumbo nying attestation o menna hani bi amantano parliament nga jele data nu IEC la lual nyol ni jele nu last year lemfo ni jele nung bebe jube kan bari ni attestation o mo mama koteke so atutan to lebulu pour ka ta ni na député o diamo ni na politician o le diamo kanying attestation o jube sa inte lafta malo fo dole be commence this issue but lafta tala also pour Mr. Kanye Mako because ni ajembe resource internet ko fanan Mr. Kan ngajele alia anaw ko electoral kelale alia ngol fo registration lugol isi mako yewo bo fokote ke mol ya koy de dugol watol aning munduma ya
okay abaraka bake just kanin amba ko kum farek attestation ko nyin baje mingininka ka tande ko nimmoye kayto samana IC nyatlingola IC have no choice but to accept it.
Correct.
Bawo lwaye wala fo IC tawo question nano ko munakinna nye nyin kaydi kadi samana bari han say loi bunda ba yellinne IC ta wo kayto reject la no ita wo murindi la no bari sa mani register bari fanan bawo karte fay to safu na ba kering aka ke senyala kono transparent process lem aka lankena male pour mo be yaje wo tumo la fanan political party dingol katra jele ka me ko political party agents woldum ni momo je aje ko amari e kayti samananne attestation olemba wala kayti olemba andum ay so taro so do kayto nyinto amari sa to safeno asamba loi bundato so loi bunda nyinto e katne ko revising court wodum laba senyandi la ko ha ni mari a register tale bari amang qualify ka register just ay senya so amanda ay sila so ko wala la balango bari loi bunda fanan dabi jele wala bay wo ko nyin kum fan den flanjango
je fanan dani vita de toto lafta wo fanan clarify la mole ko e ka men fo le momo nata andung ala election lungo registration lungo election lungo rep agent sol katara agent sol wala mu melka political party sol semben represent there melka tara political party sol la toya la je wol fanana do ko menti ka kisi ka jube momo ini nyin kayto nata yaje ko nyin kayto fenne ba kono aman leer aman senia
exactly
itol fananya isa tano kiti bungo bijele hani bi kiti bungo bijele isi tano je janning election obe kala pour yo ko seneyandi fo wonte
ha bawni ko voter registration
fol bijele dal hani bi pour ka nyin ko fana kantol kanta mol men manya na karto fayla ya fay so wo dula opposition leader sol opposition partiol wol jele muy tol fanana kantar bundat
okay
yeah okay
important Mr. Kan gani kana yalo ye jam min foten yalo jam fele it makes you stand out ko yara fan dolmam nyimmin long amanke IEC la kodi problemo be dame jannon dol fangolom problemo ti ko kono because wala akabetea pour nga kacha jama because ning man kacha molbe bulo chodilal andi kay bulo chodal la minna do bije atul be doku kende bala ke kan dol ma kalam dam malonde bari kamin jeng gole fo andu do bije min fanka fo ide fanka molen de kam molen dol kunjun gol do bije nim boy danga foko IEC e carte sunyan andu minawo funna fanna fando aga carte sunyon ke nyamen e be je fanam fola nyala akumara ila famin fola go on Mr. Kan
okay de nga be dan ninga wo kajani kumfa kacha doning wala minti ko election calendar election lungol ba lori nyaadile ning be hakilo bakang ning karo kono til konanto chairmano IEC ay kankularo di katandi ko electoral cycle electoral sanjano ning 2026 to 2027 a lotale bring safo ko kalna ni bria announced 9th October karo til konanto so nsafo ko wo kankularo nyin nak ay lungol mi yalon ko karte fay doku bal nimbakela kaboko voter registration karte fay tosafo kaboko presidential karte fayo president tombondiro kaboko député tombondiro national assembly election kaboko councilorship elections councilor tombon aning mayor and chairmanship elections mayor and chairmanship mayor ni chairmanul tombondiro so wo dum be banin do ko nyin konale walakin na nga jiki ko nga mo be kumandinu ni tiol be momon min dabije yalon nyul kafulo ko gunyurun kol so salaso min dabije min datije kaje ko mo be daitara nyin ko nyin kono inclusive participation kaje ko niti idaye bulani do ko kono pour kaje ko kate fay do ko chocho ka siaje bake bari ngajiki ko ni mobe dabulata je mobe ya Kenya nyinje mobe ya Kenya nyinlo ngamira chocho nyin about lalale so walakin na bring wolungo kate fay lungol nyin dita fo say wo do kataji mbakering engagement abakering hansa kaje ko momo ilodu la ya long nyin kate fay do ko nyin kono kaje ko lum follow nyin wala nyin ko register dio kate fay to safo nyin aba commence la April karo jari 2026 April ni mele then no botaje kate fay nyin pour president tombo nyin aba kala December on the 5th December 3 lulu then wolem wasango nyin then wo jari ko nyin to 2027 iba kate fay nyin kala pour député bungo aning pour masakunda ringo then député kate fay nyin wo ba kala April 2027 then new botaje fanan councilor tombo nyin wo ba kala May 2027 new botaje ka kumfa mayor ni chairman la kate fay nyin wo ba kala June 2027 bari mosa nyin ka fanan munakinna nunto kate fay sanjano nyin mi yalen ko ka fele ko electoral cycle akakele sanji saba bari nyin do akele sanji fula bawo wutumo ndalta minna député kate fayo dingake den wo jaro nyin wo difolonia lanka meol nin chairmanol nin council nin tombo nsa foko nin dun ketale bawo kiti bunda wala yamarlo di ka foko court ruling ka foko sign kate fayo mimbinala pour councilol ni mayor mutumo sangululu ikawala si place oto bari kiti bunda ni Supreme Court ning ay kankularo diko ay tandiko say dibitel la masuk na wala carte fayo abakela sanginani walakin nani ko cycle ni asutiata instead of sangi saba sangi fulale ala barka.
Mr. Khan, just quickly, yafoko April for May, otumole voter registration of la molbe fan safek la pour kata election. Wati jamalem April ni May kono, a wati jamalem wati.
April 1st, April 1st, 2027, kata for 14th May 14th, April 1st to 14th of May 2026. Walem katre fay to safo nyin wato nyin. Bari fanan ngalon ko niwo fanan botala katre fay doku dolba nala ka boko ko revising court. Kontek hansa nyin kaydi ku chocho nyin hansa. Wato bijele mi alon ko fanan isa keso bondino kidi bundabe ka pe ko revising court. Wolbe dabe nyin katre fay to safo nyin kono.
And then, Mr. Khan, I explain mole munati na nyinkumayata. Natrante manto safe. Fo me sita manto safe. Fonsi carte fay no le bang, fonta fay no la bang.
O aparaka madam jobade kumata bake. Yalo Gambia jang loi ba lari nyame. Yalo ISC loi ko tamande ya. Mbaka kumfe. So loi atandile ko ni ka carte wo fay. Ini la carte register ni betalale pour wose mako no ka carte fay bari ni din carte ni manta voters card ni ita fay la no so wala kina kumata momo millata ka carte fay isina yeto safe ni carte fay kayto ni ya dila voters card pour register as a registered voter so kumata baki so wala kina nka kata nyawonya nka sila jamalta ka jeko ka kilimandi katandi momo lako ya lonko April karo on the 1st for May karo on the 14th la karte safo nyimbakela bari nyi wucho ko ni be to safe dum meaning that imarita kayde karte fay kala no December karte fay ko bari fanan ka foko ay senior ka tandi ko nyin karte fay to safo jari mo kutol dam mala ba karte nyin to safe ka tandi ko to 2021 mul yeto safe nu amangere wol yeto safe bawo ngalon ko to 2021 for 2026 sangulu ya tale so ngalon ko dindim dol ba duma wotumo ila sanjo masi bale ba 2026 isanjo ba silale wol fanan luani ye nyanto dila ila raidlem pour ye register ye to safe pour ye carte fayo nyinke ye dabla ka carte yo fay ya fay moye wala moya fay toli bawo kate fayo ngala nyina fanna fula bi ya is two sides of a coin fanna do nyin ite sa fay moy fanna flan jaw nyin modo sa fay ite wala min diko isake carte fay lati wala fanan isalo mole kate faye kake as a candidate so ngamre fanan nyantela senior
bari nata antela karto filita nga soto no because ko mol mem ma soto wolle nyanta register la bari nata antita filita dum nsina no le ka nyini fo akamuta contact final
apara ko fana kumata baki ka tande ko 2026 ika fole ko carte fay to la fa angale ka ngamere ka fole ko supplementary voter registration wodol muliya so wol ya so le fa pareta aman jadi ya soto kodenke bawo ni soto flanjanke e ga me ko double registration kedo safe si nyafula wodun lo aman son wala is a crime so wala kin kan mol ya marko 2026 carte fay to la falem supplementary registration mulyalon ko itamata nu imantala Gambia jang wala fula mulyalon ko isanjo masin 2021 then wala sa to safo keno jari bari mulya so 2021 a filter wala janita wala katita wal han time wal to bije ikaga mi ko replacement of voters card kela carte woni ke jose wala bakela wo fanan wato ba folale mi yalon ko momo jannin carte fay lu woni na December on the 5th momo la carte woni filita wala jolonta wala katita wala janita then loi sa sembo di la pour yeta ya jose kabe ko replacement wo dum ngamira wo fanan ba programme kitale katandi molla ba kala nyami.
Can I ask a question?
Lungo man sort of follow.
Wo funi nga jube de bari nga lo is a continuous process aka continue
hani sama ndisita no le ngata nga nyini
not sama actually nga ko register diwa na start in April April 2026 nga lon ko wato ka sudale mi yalan ko isa foko mo mi yalan ko ima soto isanjo ma sinum wala itamata tay kutamani flanjango mo mi yalan ko ya sotale 2021 anda filter janita ta ya replace content ta ya fali ya jose bari wona ngamira ma fenko jube baki bari ngajiki ko mamulanane ngaw fanam fo ay senior.
Can I make a comment because I'm ready to leave. I'm going to be leaving.
Sorry.
Yes. I have to go because I have a meeting in about 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Mr. Khan, thank you very much. The IEC is able to come and educate our people under this civic education platform. Purka formole electoral process or kataname. Ndala question of momenti tulam. One, yening voter card so la kome answer with day. Kafoko ni mari la voter card or filter. And then you want to come and get a replacement one. Al Cafe indicate Yelebang, Kafuka Amari is getting a replacement card, and in parameters Melka Kije Kafuko, there's no double registration where this person could have two cards. I'll look explain more. Again, it comes to how you protect your credibility. And the other thing, William to go, ni momoni voter card also Al Kamari la polling station or Kejele Bank Kafuko, you can only vote at this location or Fabuka Taraji. Thank you very much. Guys, Abarakawai, I'm going to listen in, but I'm going to take off, okay?
Yes.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Madam Fonsa Jabino, quickly.
Yes.
Okay. Katandi ko momo la karte ning filita. O fufulo Fonsa ko double reason no kule miyalan ko IC buka la fala because crime lem more one man one vote so among keki kuri miyalan ko loi sontal mo killing katre faila killing katre killing. So wala kina double registration no keto sa fesinya fula wala sapa wala samnane so loi man suwa bari mo mi ala ko ile katre ni filita ika wato announce le ika wato announce le mutumala bakela banko bekan brim banjul fo base sate o sate den isita ile katre ni ya jose na filta bari fanan ka tandi ko wo mari aka application wala ki ka apply ko andede nganto sabe sate karlato ntomo karilati nakat number karlem bari nakarteni a filtam bulle wala jolonta wala jentel so then ibolta application ni bolta na ya file ya jeko imari ye ila karteni ya replace ya jose bari franka tandiko momo ye sto safe damen ika fay jele what is a basic principle in our elections where you register is where you vote. And for akatara suffering kate kaito nyimbalale. Ni register that, for example, Bangi Mini Stadium polling station 005 JLM ila polling station na filter fana ikamuru de jele. Kubuka fali njira nsafu. Ya safeno nyami ikamuru ndiye wala nyama. Kuwa kunu mansafiki. Ikafanyo ndami iba fala jele kutengi.
And Mr. Kanjaning Asisvina, ite ko natara ye double registration ko min tenga register ke Banjul ndata gunjur nga registration ki je also double registration o loi be mune kelantela ni woketa
double registration kule mi yalon ko ku kole alim balem karte fayo kono loi ni ndafula no exactly bari ngalon ne ko loi ni imari se samono loi bundato ngalo ne ko fanan loi ni find guilty loi c'est alaman nole killing fula loi ni ase bali fanka kate fay for what ase bar from contesting elections or even voting wato bigila sa sangi lulu ngamera manke loi fen ko bari ngalo ne ko there are penalties attached ni double decision okay one is a balino ye kate fay ye dabla kate fay ko ngamira sangi lulu o sangi saba fodi nga jubi dan flanya fana asake fan loi bundañi kidi bundañi ay alaman yo ke minna asake fan ay ela bunjaw so luwal be jele mi yalon ko wole wo ka bali right
so crime balem dal
it's a crime exactly
Aziz be mitri ne
lafta menyini kala drum maybe alia address already by man program will follow from the beginning bari akamunta man diaspora voting moy nyin kono and the process mean the timeline for the registration nyin fana sutiatam fe so nintara there is no provision for diaspora voting but amunta ko people in the diaspora should try to find their way to the Gambia between that registration window to be able to register. So, wole munna question not. Nintara dungalia treatle earlier on, there is no need to answer.
No, ma wotin actually diaspora ufanan kukumale mi alanko.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Diaspora fanan kulem fanan a chocho wata lumbaki. Yalon karte fa din chocho wala kata nyola. A chocho wata bake kapoko bao constitution kono. Ya jele ko Gambian in the diaspora wala Gambians living in foreign countries is a Gambian mulba sabatin banku dolkan is a dabla no kate fa yin kono. Bari fana ngalo ko fana diaspora voting député man na fana dundi follow. So wo kol be banu reform yin kono electoral reform bari wol be man lo follow. So ngaji ki ko sign diaspora momo after ka kana ka karte o fay isela ticket o bugno pleno yebutlan Gambia e karte fay bawo amantala luwanin kono science mintu momin science
But one question following Assis Lafenko diaspora because Mr. Kanyeme for Chocho Warta and Defana Mudol to member no Chocho Bekono. But I see any provision ke for Luama Deatola Kajubeko, okay, maybe April, May can be difficult, diaspora. Maybe window open December, that may alko what time of diaspora Jamakatara Gambia. Ka voter registration or yele that special fenko for luama wodi pour ka jube ka diaspora keta fanam
ya wukumata baki won sa ko science thing woman talarin tableau kan bawo min announced wala min de ko supplementary registration ning ala juro ning ala hapo ning till 44 days and over from April 1st to May 14th wo wolem de window yinte min wo bundala yelta pour momo sa kate fayno bari ngamela wo fanamu is a good suggestion hakil ni malam ka ko diaspora bawo Gambian wata kate fayno no bantala bari is a kate fayno Gambia ja ka bunda yele wonak malong for unless there is more engagement on that but the science and the member lori wala mitiko supplementary registration no mailem and in June next year 2026 wo kola dum femmantra loring follow mimbe way bantal
as this do you follow up yeah also Mr. kan ngalon time mo beta kan ne Mustafa kan men fo wato wati kan hakili bladi time wala no ngalon ko alla time mo fanan buka easy bari altol fanam mum preparation ole be carry sign because ngajilo ko 2026 election o kidiman ya datitale already ngajilo ko banko bebe parering banko bebe jakasiring banko bebe wulle so actually mum preparation ke because akamunta ko 2026 and in 2016 le lafta mulu yala ala situation o ala kidimendi ya ala kobe so altul prepare alwe prepare kanyadi le ning kanying 2026 bindi.
Yes, wo kuma da baka baraka ngamra mu kuma baldi. Fulo katandi ko biring wato nyin dita 9th October pour ka karte pa do ko nyin ka dunga kono. Fulo sa mimba kede wala minde ko kan na mol ke karandi lo fanna training capacity building wo ngamra mba kan ne fa pare da fan so wo ngala mbo gen la falale kaje ko karte fay do kulal be karte fay do ko nyin ya timmandi ya laba kala nyamin bawo safa ko karte fay o kulem yaron ko ko maneta bake bawo tili kilinna sangilulo kon so kaje ko janni watili kilingo basila do ko sa kinyamin do kulal sa longi se ba kala nyamin e ba tamal la nyamin wo ko nyin safa ko ba keren capacity building then flanja ko fanan stakeholder engagement kaje ko ni tiol be ke kachande ka kol jube ka kol bulam miran kilin kono kaje ko janning amba jari kol be chompi kol be bulam miran kilin kono pour do ko nyin naba kala katre fay do ko nyin ay ke kayra nin kayra kono anim fana momo ila nyanto momo inniyo nin katre fay do ko kono isaso to fay timma kaje ko inclusivity momo min dabiji a diet rajin katre fay do ko nyin kono den do fana min mun minti ka fa ko transparency kaje ko katre fay do ko nyin ay senia ay lankanema o do ko nyin safa ko fanga ba kirin na kuma sale papareta kaje ko bawo katre fay do ko chocho baba fango wala min ko results mimu kankularo nyin juma gayna juma la mankanye u fana ka me ko resource management wo fana mba kirin ne kaje ko results nimba dila wala ka karte fayo nyin a Kenya ni a kada nyadi le kankularo nyin ay lankenama wo fang chiamalo nyin ay kankularo di ko science to 2026 ba yela ko counting on the spot aba continue la ya fay daming ay kontiji follow flanjang ni ba result ni ba input kan comme ni ba safe kan wo fana ye lankenama mo bema bawo ka ko ya sunyale bang ma sunya bang ya sunyale bari ngaji kiko ni mobe ya je batama kan nyami ka foko resource transmission aka transmit nyaade de aka bo dulaju mala ka dulaju mato bu be lan kenama bawo science ten kate fayo na konti ta jang na fayta jang ay konti jang den kayto nyim fon ka tampi jele a fayta dami ko kari nangal no sudo ay lan kenama but hansai ka foko increase transparency it's already transparent but getting increased transparency kaje ko lankane mo nyin ka gina wajabende ka gina lafa kaje ko hani bawo han sai abalankane manen ka ko nga sunyale bari nga gina lankane man kaje ko nimba input kan na project momo yaje ko bawo tu mo ngasiyal tende laptop ko no mba safi kan asake dolo bante maji bari screen bar samana momo yaje ning blakari kare nangam sudu an nangam anin nangam abe lankanama so ngamira wo kol la fala do ko nyin kono kaje ko ay gena lankanama ay gena senia pour ka jojo nyin katlande bawo katre fay do ko chocho nasi ara bake dal fitino ko la samana an fitino man la fe we kinyin katre fay do ko kono bawo mbe ngalo Gambia mu kayra bankulate nyaba kan banku dol kan katre fay o naketa fitino aka jawya fitino ko jawya Afrika bankol kan alinga jube kate payo kola fitino ba banko minga siata bake alhamdulillah Gambia wonene man suda jang chocho kake no suda kake bari kairo nin kaira akake wala kun so laftale 2026 wo fanan ay continue ay gën la fadu
okay pour wo kala so
so polling station all ngado jabe question or ask la ko polling station jolle be Gambia natara wo information
1555 wuli kilin kebe no bangul be base 1555 1000 wuli kilin kebe lulu talulu anin lulu 1555
yeah okay and also just Mustafa just quickly just to take one more question. Somebody is asking, is it really true we have 900,000 registered voters? Is that what is there?
More than that.
But you will come with a link fresh one up binale.
Kafoko sign thing. Registered voters 962,157. wuli kononto wuli keme kononto nin tan ko wuli keme kononto nin tan kononto 1552 what did you say
9,600 and
9 let me just take it again 962157 wuli kononto keme woro nin fula anin keme nin tan woro talul nin woro wula wala to safoke 2021 bari katandi fananko nyimpi ko sol be ni laftala IEC website www.iec.gm abebi jere how many registered voters, how many constituencies, how many polling stations, how many wards, how many political parties abebi jere even the results mi yalon ko yemin kankulano bring malon sanyi juma abebi jere so wake la mi yalon ko mol ngamira sakala ka je fara jube na kibar bunda nyinto ka fi ko na website o nyinto wol fana bebi jele www.iec.gm aparak
ali Facebook page so janning janning assist bina ali Facebook page fana so to le halka mol update je fana
Facebook bije very vibrant anim fana X bije Twitter o fana bije very vibrant Instagram fana bije very vibrant and even WhatsApp science thing but we are very also active on WhatsApp and num fana ngamira fanko even kata fana on TikTok kaje ko kibar bunda e janjang mo be ya kalamuta Gambian iba Gambian fo haniba mas kibaro nying isa moy isa kalamuta isa long mimba kiri kate fayo mo be dai traje ay saniya mo bela mo be fanan ya kalamuta do kol mimba kiri
sorry Assis mbalal doron quickly ko follow up lem jet mbalal doron Assis Mr. Khan alkaw simfa jamal leta kaje ko mel gambenol mel be eligible ta isi register no ye nying information no soto le pour ka register
exactly wukuma tabake wonna ko voter education kamol sensitize kamol kalamutande nefa mbawu bundal to communications kaje ko momo ba dundo tundo kono gambe jam brim banjul fo basse fo koyna fo bara fo carton mo be ya kalamuta ko ni lungon laba loren pour carte fay to safo wala pour carte fay so kaje ko momo sate o sate ya kalamuta carte fay ba kerin ne muntu malem akeke nyaadile pour mo be wolon wodum sa foko nka sam simpa jamal lata kaje ko radio nka wotale television bundal na website to nka billboard use le ka safe even on social media so kaje ko momo ya kalamuta fanna bi yedal isa kalamuta kate fay do ko aba kerin ne kate fay even akeke nyaadi le fam juma nyata kate fay ika fay nyaadi le mutuma la ba fayla wo be ke kuti mi yalon ko mo be bawo gambeno le muti wala bawo ni tiyo le muti kate fay kunyanyin kono ibe sa kalamuta dinding keba musunin keba rin dinding gambe jan diaspora mo be sa kalamuta do ko ba kerin nyaadi
sorry thank you sorry Aziz I was just doing the follow up
Yes, I'm from that. But to the pass to Mustafa because I lost my train of thought.
sorry
It's interesting.
Sorry, I was just trying to get clarity.
It's all right. It's all right.
To follow up just for me.
It's okay. Yeah. Ninga kilo ya madurunga I'll jump in.
Okay.
All right, that's fine. Thank you. Me to the water Damansiana, but Mr. Khan, you still got the energy, but Beminkela left the fendant and in Galajang, Bekala in Gara Sudun in Java Sudun at Gamia. Yalo follow ko 4 double registration. Have you ever come across in any way one in any way yellow and then a catalba?
Asiata pa fumota. Asiata pa tamit.
Alcamun's invalid world.
Asiata ngamela 2021. We have over 9,000 double registration.
You joking?
Nimanyina over 9,000. Asiata baki. For ngamira, ufanang kita kunyala bawo ngaji ko 9,000 be ita isamba kiti bundala bawo ya wala ke double registration. So wofanan kita kolya ku bati bawo proceso nying aka kolya samba do ko nying kono bawo iko mo killing kate killing mo killing voters card killing so munakina mo killing bitala do fango biye ngalam fango ko gunjurun kolem ani burfurun kol ha wala kara ka register sinya saba sinya na sinya
o bedana bagel
So because minketa don't talk about ngalon ko luala jawya ni ngamere malon le ngamera. Don't talk about sa ko na bari musul idabiji. Yemoje abitaka marsedo rek ay timo ge rek ay register ji. Yeah, get. Then what a timo man nala mafon de. Then maybe next week only timo ata la mafon ay register ji.
Okay, Mr. Khan, yanni be continue la. Je o fanna mundala ko woto. Mon bembulo chode lato le woto atol mandra kala duko kanyama. Have you got no database in place me alonko eba foloko nim moya come in ninjannom if you put my name and my surname it will pop red flag ko hey nyinto bi janne da be system okono falma wo system si fasoro in place nimi yake gujur la faka ke jang ay da ke sukuta na keta doro database batandina ko op hang on a minute. There's something must be wrong here. Almost if I saw about Mr. Khan.
One sapo ko tumo la masodo no 2021. Bao near Jube team came from in Talulu 250 teams will deploy across the Gambia. Bangul for base team came fula and in Talulu. So what time wona but database sapo ko among lawful bao data la field collection karaka data insudo from the field. So yedoje I research and science I boja I research wala follow I minta afako no nanin pichoje amanyinya longa murunga doke soma yage so abeka kele so kaje ko wutumo wokota atakere no bawo mba filo kuno data mba nyinin kan kasuto so 250 teams will be their start alone teams come take Timothy mba fanle so there was no synchronization ka tandiko nidi sa jang wurul balunale no wo time wo takeri so wole kolya ko nyim fango si mon ma wotumo but the sign sa foko ninka dum voter registration 2026 ni na ran follow ngeni ka fo register taleba ni ko hani den ga continue but ni ko ha den seginin ka den muna ne bari se afoko no filtale ngoy ko de na filter tab la kari yeta ya replace bari kala register jam so wo be ka foko ka kibaro ni ka tandi molla gena seniyama bawo dole akana definitely ngaji ko imalon anin fanan ala jawyani imalon ko ku jawbalem is a serious crime.
Okay, yalla Mr. Khan, this is a real concern, you know, because minka ke yalla ndol nga kujaman la moyna andung abol kono lako iko atul karde sunyang ke atul fanala yalla moy mboda sabi jinko dol min ga tani na ko do wol mankol bulan de bak avolo iko hay easy le karde sunyang yalla ka kangol min lalla dol fa malong bradol fanan nin sifa kake Mr. Khan. Okay, I think it's about time, well overdue fango purkaje ko there is a system in place. Skype or me Skype or the near tap into something here. Akafunti on the government line. Coming faye tarage mimba tandila ko. Amanjaran tingi in gafen. It only can the on day. You can don't do jobade. It has a minula carde fayo. Okay, ngasa de jobade. Okay, pop up de jobade de fansa fenum banjule. You can have even a gunjur jang correct. Coming that sort of mechanism needs to be in because nalma wosoro. Hani bimba folako. I see you ika carte sunya. The same I give it wrong. Malum for understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I understand, yes, I understand. Where is a very key concern, but it's science like mantra IT department, but in Ajikiko, something like that is in place. Because Niba Jubela, during voter replacement, near to for the near sat ye, then you can replace it. So Najikiko wo mechanism see after the someone before the supplementary registration. But often I have to verify.
Please do this for us. Yeah, and near verify, let me know. I will flag it up on here because I kumata bakele pre-alum because near GB here, there's only one main system, me along the IEC Damala system already. So if you put your details there, it should pop up. All systems should synchronize. Iba base, iba gunjur, iba jarason, iba dauda, near type there, ne jobate, ibalna lako, aputa nyindula card, nyina mati. Honey, wo, I don't, woman need fembala, me along ko, you need, Mamre need a fembala, put all synchronize no to be able to get that right, you know. Malum for, if I'm making sense?
Yes, very well, very well. Very well.
Not going to even follow up question, Kafoko, how did you alien discover nyadile? How did you discover the 9,000?
Exactly. Because it have me a database system. Monkey IT not yahile. So but there's a process minkake, it have me a matching, voter matching. Kaje ko because nyaji be system wani biometric system lem. Imari la bulukumba tampoing ikawala match. Kawala matching, I don't know what the right word I would use. Kawala kuntaki. So nyaje ko moklin la thumbprint abe banjul abasi abe ya flag ni maride how possible. So it happens go biometric features. So anim fanang womo killing that. Then doing fanang imari la nyada the face recognition won fanang beba system woni ko le ngalo bari kulem mi yalan ko ngaji kiko ike wala use kaje ko so near clean je appear more than once or twice then it can flag le munakin then we will have is a it can make a biometric matching kaje ko model appear more than once then system woni akawala flag then ya jube munakin then wutu mola yaji ko definitely do register sinya fula do sinya saba do sinya nan yagale so wol bari kukunim farsa senia ni mari register more than once e mari ko ka refine because it can make wo nano jemi mbeke maybe last one of them equal maintain then the other three can disable meaning that it's not for karte for blato ya for ko man toje but most ni ngi mari ni nka ni nga jube nga yele ko amari ay double la kenu wala ken so double ni maybe ning kilo woni ya disable so killing la bije but unfortunately you can't mean disable or ba amari fa ngobulu so sometimes like the legi most it afo ya fa ko to man apia wasifa la katna jama
okay
yes because Mr. Kan waketante la sister lale atata non li fola and then she atata voting dulato ikaye ko she already voted ako no womanke because nyine matela voter card among voting and not voting tension back at the police station that she is right. She's atelem among voting and this card. So which means because I databases of America pick up all these things.
Exactly. So database thing is a very robust system.
Yes. Mr. Khan, I'm sorry to interrupt you. It is very crucial back at the Ying database because okay. For example, ndenga to learning loophole ngolon or moy wolon me along akola practice all every year. Okay. Ninada o nga brikamon ka 20 ta wala ngalon brikamon ka mo ngo register in brikamale. Okay, I've got my van nga na pick up on na gelegele sort of politician on nge chika jang ni nga bendulato nga nange samba wala wasi be registering gunjur le fana wala be registering banjul le wala dulado yata ye vote jang jana iso obe keno wota kelano
no maybe 0.1% possibility as a kolia back keme naba kela ngalo hani kilo atasila no talante maybe abakela wolte. It's a very, very limited possibility. Karane go as a kolia back. Bao kola in place kayeko double registration was a keno, but double voting wo aba kolia la back. Asake register signafula sabanani, no problem in the field. But ka fai signafula, kate fai o kake signafula was a kolia ba bakefam. Bao munakina follow. Near double registration okay is the first check. Near 2 register wala 3 what floor bank is able what floor better appear on the register so near luckily near 5 become what itoba do ya register no serakunda do ya register banyu so nito appear become the near banyu unfortunately for you mane total laje the same as banyu it can disable at appear only one that appear so it's not possible. Then number 2, near Faija, ink apply global. What ink ngalong?
Walkable.
Akolia back. Do near market the local flafang partner inqueb. And no Kakafa will kill them by 5 p.m. So come then we make sure that we have two robust mechanisms. Kajeko, more kakate fayoke more than once is very, very, very difficult.
Okay, all right. Jason ada bari alla ku kilinde je al nyanda sim fata ala wala le wo hanal sura da ma ko rol nal fota dawda ate ko le ala database, you know, robust system me along ko if you put the system in the name and then that would flag everything up across the country. Wo bal ma ko la back those my thoughts. You can pass the feedback to the management, Mr. Colining ala mulbe, you know, puriya kalam do nya. What would that back fang? And me the sirin jana patiently imang nya ku ya fang otandina. Ngaja go, you know, ihani tal demanding among the Goislato. In the beginning, yesing was sabale, equeba fenkela, and on company, Bricam go Kamanya dila, you know, Akamako Mahanya. But nonetheless, I can't thank you enough, you know, Kaiko, I can't thank you more than this. But member Kela Science, in our final thoughts, so Janim Bitan Bekul Kumfala, Yalong Koku, Kulebije, Mia Longko, Welcome Willindi. And Goku, Ibuka for Mayamoro deal. It's a mean phone or make kono to dia deal. Your thoughts, final thoughts. Angalelko, my final thoughts. Ila kono to dia, Abukela Minti. 4. Kolea Kula Carolambang. 4. Kate Fiola Carolambang. 4. Abuse la Kayora because Dobie ye Gonyan de Yingala Yvon. Eco Alga Kate Sunyola, Monola Kakeba.
No, Kate Sunya and Safoko, a possibility. Is 0%. 0% bao katre pa kake mobile nyala ngaji ni dunda bundin kono ikarte ya jolong momoy ika fay min yefindina somanda in fact gani ko mbok masla katre boxol be akatandi mobile ko fendiji yabe dun ni fentaku moli afa ko katre pa woni kumfata ya findina ay konti mbe nyala. So how possible, you know, Moya Sunyaji? It's impossible. Unless Nima best Sirinje Basino.
Presidential candidate Dolanarajang, hopeful presidential candidate Ako, ate ala boxo atatale mulka ala boxo yelaman ega carre yelaman wandi boxo kono go how can that be very afare awful. So prokal senandi go because Mr. Kanani nyimbe ka fon kanyimbe foye amanke ko lafta ka I batandila also yalo minni ka fo banta maybe je dol bi je eka jawabal mo lebi ka dol moy la bari bi ete dol moy la no so nyin sifal ni nara nyundo wolbe mako la bakele puru you know the little mim for young dol might be critics dol might be you know londo ita fonge me alon ko iba la fala kulka ni dara you can give it as a feedback to management ko nyinka fole nyinna ka fani nyinna wakere ani nyinni aussi fal ak cool sonen di baki cool kono ning anka funti nyoka kacha woro nin kumbo nyama sai muno bakele la final thoughts di kono to dia kula mimbe den nin na kacha ngola ka dunia mole wala gambe dingole bitilo Mr. Khan.
Yes, aparaka bake Mr. Jamme katandi ko nsafu ko Gambia la karte fay Kenya ni nsafu ko dunia be kono nda Africa the mafula de dunia be kono is one of the most transparent aka lanka ma ka senia follow flanjango kasunya amon possible atakela no bawo for various reasons mo be daka trakunole bring a follow fa kun fadula and saba in fact more like I've learned on Yalafang, Bao will be level of transparency. Yeah, getting to the phone about what are Mola and Malagan. Bao near pace at the polling station, already Molia alone. Whilst no busy in Kakumdigana, Kumpamana, Senjana, what the Molia evaporate. So, something the level of transparency, I will say, is second to none. Not in Africa, the whole world. So what I can like this ballot token and ballot and marble msafoko mulla to from pulka fale pankra ballot paper bari ni haglo bakan ballot paper la chocho na la you know kol min bakono asiara baki ni ba yele ballot stuffing nyol ni ku manel mun kake gambe yang wata possible la no it's impossible so kamul ka ke laman yan ndiko kate fayo yemin faye wala ka konti andum flanja naka konti akonti mo be nyalale political party dingol bijele agensol bijele medial bijele observal bijele IAC bijele mo be bijele so how comes for more ngenya sisi de banga karte sunya just cover what possible. It's very transparent, definitely. So molsa wal lamandia ni soto ka tandi ko Gambia katre fayo nyontan nem dunia kono. And in fact, system one mobile use kan amanta kidding nyontan nem dunia be kono. It's very transparent. So ka tandi molla ko katre fayo mo belem mol mo sa kata ngake hormo kono ngake bunya kono ngake fanang kulo kono. Ka tandi ko ayke tenkuning kairo kono. Bawo mbele kawol dua. Karte fayo na kaira ayta kaira. Bao Gambia mo be killing mo be badin killing ndollem kate fayo kana mol walindi wo kumo dun lafta kawla fo ala baraka bake
in barabake. Aziz, your final thoughts?
Silang, my final thought na o question ole natanu. So I will just throw it there. Hani Mr. Kanma Jari Borjos. Niajibe last year wala election flow men tambita. Moli IEC accused Karte Sunyala, even though they personally man la wola. But there was one point in the announcement of the results when there was a blackout. Malum for Mr. Kanyo Kalamuta results man announced more malum munebe caring for a long time janibina. Malum for 2016 fanaketa, but I want to believe that there was also that moment. Moment Yemen create wolemu people come menulu boita. Some of them relied on that car foko. Mune atina cartel announce jeki te manana femmoy there was a blackout. Fodum was a technical glitch bang for munemu. Left anun kawolo.
Blackout ma faham because Nico 2016 2021 man jumal bari ka tanti molla ko
2021 at some point Mohamed Njai announcement on Yindal malum for result mantaranala bari there was kind of a result blackout. Am I the only one that is realizing this?
It was there. At the point there was no result.
And it took a while before they came back.
Yes.
And there were so many questions. Ayatina mojama ya miracle. I don't believe ko ya wuli wole kama, but if the gap in terms of announcing have left a lot of people wondering, and this is why during this also Mandol favor, they kind of came up with the hypothesis. Maybe they were consulting with the government to cook the results, to manipulate them. Adung andra amandang amankenying 2021 damat in 2016 during Yaya Boitafana. At some point, announcement was halted. Doluko, maybe Yaya was forcing Aliuma Manjai to change the results or whatever, but Amansong, he insisted on going ahead. Mafuko wole keta. But what I wanted to know is, for the technical glitch lembang force the normal process ko at some point, near results all announced, Ninata to a certain state, they'll have to pause and revisit or whatever.
No, because malo can explain them. But just ka senandiko, it is also a stream in there. There's a process akaminta. From the polling station, Nabraje, akata to the constituency. From the constituency, Nabraje, akata to the regional office. The regional office, Nabraje, akata election house, Alimanjaya or Joseph Kulia. So aka different layers la bije. Ya so franco no, ya long for process ya tame ya jube, mobe ya confirm ko welem at every stage. At the polling station, mobe ya confirm ko nyinem. Nobody at our next stage, at the constituency level, we for mobile confirm ko wolem, at our regional office, mobile confirm ko wolem. From there, lakata to election house. Therefore, Timo Bigel Mulkasi from all political parties, Mumuda contest or candidates. If you get a year holocon, if you get a gele, more be dabije, more be at a siri. Abinaka Yamin bake, more be kaji, ya Fenke Nyaming Mobe Kaji. For finally, yeah, announced on the media. So Katandiko is a process. Huh? Okay, maybe you can't make a parallel tabulation. Huh? Those are the alatimo science and abetable de pare. No. Abukake wanyama ISC. This is official results. Fonga tame nga jeko is very accurate, it's very transparent. 5 footer, I follow dula, fala bondula. So that by the time I finish it, more money announced ni for my jube. Salon ha ning also. Yeah, again. Maybe to 2016, that was a special circumstance. I will not comment on that now. Now let's focus, the way forward. So Katandiko, processing normally abuka taria wanyama definitely. So if I tame I tenting I tame mobe confirm I move to the next stage. Fire labang far after the middle. So atanda. And secondly, Katandiko. Na paradaming akafinti wala nyama. There is no cost to delay any results. No.
Thank you.
Na be doko paritatek announce wala nyama media. So maybe sometimes what as a kind delay demanding fine usa kenole. But if I'm Katandi Gambia no lako, Gambia and South Africa jam. Gambia is one of the few countries. Results 24 hours results yalo. Some countries are 2 weeks results almalo. Some countries 1 month almalo.
No.
So let's be fair with ISC. Let's be fair. And let's upload our system. Because now in the developed world, Europe, America, they use machines. Jang is a manual-based process. And even though it's less than 1 million voters, but in Kajelo, within 24 hours or so, we have open our results. Results 2 weeks more malo. 1 month more malo. So let's be fair.
I think Mr. Khan bari lafta men fola Mr. Kanye ka foko bankol begeme alonko results kata for maybe a month wala weeks results can not ne but remember the constitutional courts the final court la confirmation maybe wala katanta but you know it exactly. What is going on right now in Cameroon, they know the results, but it will be subjected to probably high court or constitutional court confirmation. Namira wole be caring. I think the time is now multambita wolale everywhere in the world because of the new technology member caring. You cannot manipulate voters.
Thank you, Aziz. Thank you.
Yes, yeah. So obviously, IEC Allah was very transparent. It's just that maybe to add more transparency, even if you have technical glitches, it doesn't matter to say for the announcer to come out, Kafuko, we are pausing for now, waiting for more results to come. Meanwhile, but in comment that results blackout, keta just music be play for a long time, you can understand how people will start to speculate.
Thank you. Okay.
So amanke ko ila speculation is true, but perception matters, especially when it comes to credibility.
Thank you.
And I will have to leave you.
Thank you. Cheers. Okay, Nikumbo Nyama, Mr. Khan, thank you for your time. Janim binande kang lafta ming fenkela wala nyintiko blackout nying pour malam fo near times or ni murunda pour yake sort of a feedback the for ye ko 2021 nyine keda because minni ka fo do biye albuke be mo coming 2021 iko blackout keda from this time to that time 2026 in fana ko nyin keda coming fenwo feng that is going to make you look no good. Ninte muiti membulo karela unyatol. Fenwo feng is going to make the institution or you as the spokesperson not good. So you can pass that message on because naketa kote ide alne mingafo birgawan koli ba floko imaji ya fale yinne keta wala na ya jame fana yinne keta so ide ya mollon ne ka operate nyame wolon kodi anim fana yimi fo ela diamo kono fana kumi nabota polling station to akata dulaldo and then nabota ta dulado do nabota ina fa ta dulado fu janne abo futala IEC la result food la nyinto. So would lal fanando do bije model se dia manel fuje fo itole representative also to jele fe maso to je comme aka tambini bulu jamal minna fo falindiro sa kije fata kera jeba o je finance mul ne ko mi ala model se sobo sambananje ani o sifal. So one more observation le mi ala defana ngeje ila ko kono mala if you can pass that message on. They budung sine kan your final thoughts ngamra konkole banyu sta kan la sai.
Yeah, anyway, mbafala Mr. Kanye abarkabake Mr. Kan for time mo yemen soto to be here pour kanying explain. Abukake ko ngatara jandron pour ka just call criticize ngala fi mol ka melfo nga be bondi nyamo kono mol ya understand ko IAC le nyimfo because ni mol ya la mo ya moy altol fongo dato then baflo ko ye nyine fo e man nyimfo so wala na most of the time sometimes as hit no le up because which is normal because baby ku betole nyinin kam pour banko e be lafta call be ta so mbafla barka bake ila time ila patient anuga call clarify molla because ngaje question jamal be na kan people are asking questions but sometimes buka be fanantano mbafla la moy laare fanangala barka bake and nga apologize that the question will be manta because sometimes time of fanam buka sona fanang molbulu again abarka bake Mr. Khan for your time and I hope ko insal natinole as time goes on because mbe election yele kono isaje alkanaka call bondi nyama ko ninga moy call be sharing ya mo be sharing al sabanan ko al moma ko ay ning clarify ka call fenke because obe mol ma ko la back protocol understand specifically mol me yalon ko santo to ibe dula to me yalon ko buka nyil buka access to ning information oto fa pretamba fola again Gambia dingola andung maybe I mean Mr. Khan bunyum fana mo feedback leti natara sa sambano fanang this supplementary voter registration nalsa jube no fanang kame ko easy diaspora tol dol membe outside December mol kasi ajele June July mol fanang katara jele because ikalifo ta nila dimbayal natara sa make easy saje ko ntinano December Christmas then ngamuru April, May. Some people, especially those who are accountants, there is financial year. Some of them are doing their reporting and all these things around April, May. Obe katarajele in the diaspora, especially those people are holding certain positions as well. So fananka kolea ale fanam pur alfanani fanan jube because ngamoila I don't know how correct it is that neaje date election date ke December because of atara molbe la Famasoye la kolbe ke apareta that consideration will be ataje ale consideration fananta ndol fanana side will be more mako ila bake a barka bake and mafola everybody a barka bake and I hope ko mole clarification also voter registration supplementary registration day sol ya besoto then hopefully Mr. Khan AIC la website www.iec.org the Facebook page will be
.gm.
Yeah, www.iec.gm. GM, yeah, iec.gm. And then also Facebook page of an ambijele pour alfananka ka follow updates all obviously. Mal follow na Facebook. I usually go to your website to check things if I'm looking for things. But that financing more market WhatsApp group. Mr. Khan, you said WhatsApp group bijele. So maybe WhatsApp group will fanani will be about the Facebook page to more by link la nyaming. Mol me alon ko lafta dunna WhatsApp group auto informational fananka soto ka follow because it's important into ala barka bake Mustafa barka bake Aziz and Saul Mentata and Suleiman with Bamba Melma make no mbahla ala barka bake and nyine mo abeti ka call nati ka bondi nyamoto then na continue discussion all la fanan abarka bake ala barka and thank you so much again Mr. Khan for your time and the expertise and the explanations to the situations. Thanks.
Thank you very much, all viewers and listeners, wherever you are on this planet Earth. I've put the website on the ground, on here, on the comment box, World Wide Web, www.iec.gm. You will have to come and call WhatsApp group of the Facebook page of the IEC. You will be easily easily on those socials as well. TikTok fanang ibe fere kan purka ke musu funding gel ning kambanding funding gel aning Instagram fanang aning X will be they would get covered on coming Mr. Kanya Funyami. Abu Kumala bag although Mr. Kanyul itol nyab kay labake parni mul suto minni along ko ibe yinkele Abu Kumala bag cool konole. But Mr. Can beten to la fanfan kembeja la mini fana comment ke bake. Thank you all. Module comment do ke yang is $40,000 again. Mol beten to la mbejela. Many comments and contributions ke yang ma be karan no be because love the cool lesson and the sabi jingol la prisa long ko kare fa ko keten ne kare buka sunya ani munal la kakani wol sifal. So wol ko mara ko kono bake. Sain purka mol dan ala ko ni dara blado do kana ta je yeto sa ko den sain the IEC database le so mi alon ni ko bo gala no aka funtinde to flag it up. So num kumbo nyama Mr. Kan once again thank you for on behalf of Molbe to yala jang be tentula famfanke be jela forward ngalo nyinda kala sinyala bangoti ibakal nala janden ka kacha kodi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Our doors are always open. Just give us notice. We love to come on board.
Thank you, Mr. Khan. Have a good evening. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Local civic education program o minga so ka bonan Skype or radio and TV services program on yinkana civil hospital talang woro talang lulu UK tama kanya wala fe Gambia talang nana ka kanya wala fe waron so nyina lambe danna janne fulo kunala inshallah ka bonan Skype or radio and TV services amnal badi malo Mustafa Jame member sirin program o kunna fo sibit nala inshallah alibara.